people go to our website, they're intimidated by this stuff. They're like, oh, you got to be an expert to show up to these classes.
I think that couldn't be further from the truth. I find this outdoor school much more welcoming than some of the other locations I've taken things. And it's like, you know, you've got a wide range of people. Some have more experience, some have less. But I find it, you know, anybody could come. That you could come to these classes if you've never stepped outdoors in your life and just sat down and said, hey, I want to start learning about things I can do outdoors, and you'll have a great time.
So when you come to these classes, do you have expectations?
I mean, I have some ideas. The only expectation I have is that I'll leave the class with more information than I came with regarding, you know, depending on if it's animal tracking, I learn something new each time I come. Every month I come for a new animal tracking, I learn something new about the behavior of the animals. If I come for a navigation class, I learn like new tricks for like looking at a map or using my compass. So each time I always leave with more information than I came with, and more of an appreciation of going outside and using, you know, the new skills that I've acquired.
Yeah, yeah. What would you say that these classes help you connect with nature at all?
Oh, definitely. You know, not only connect with nature, but then also a very fun part is connecting with other people that like nature. So like already, just with these classes, I've gone out several times with people I've met in the classes and used what we learned in the classes with each other, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah, we've been up to Cranes Beach.
Oh, nice.
You know, we've gone to, you know, with COVID, we've sort of stayed local, so we've gone to like different state parks and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. All right, so if there was a class, I mean, I ask you this almost every survey, but if there was a class that we could offer, what would it be?
What I'd like is, and why I think the majority of my classes here have been the animal tracking, because it's a monthly thing that builds on itself. And for instance, I took a tree identification class that was fantastic, and I'm hoping that there can be more, because there's so much to learn. I mean, it's just like you can't take one class and then go out and identify, like the instructor said when he just took a quick walk around this building, there were 35 species of trees just right here. And so I love like building on, you know, just going out and building on existing knowledge and learning more and things like that. I mean, there's such a great variety of you know, different things, whether it's navigation, identification of trees and plants, animals. I mean, it's endless, actually, what could be taught here. Yeah.
I know. I have a hard time trying to figure out what it's going to be. All right, so these are the last questions. These are hot seat questions, though. So they're just maybe yes or no or single word answer kind of things, all right? So one, you're stranded on a desert island. You can only bring one thing with you. What would it be? Will you come around a little bit, maybe get some base shots?
One thing on a deserted island. Okay. I guess I would bring a canteen of water. That's what I would bring.
Okay. Awesome.
Don't want to die of thirst.
All right. Second question. If you had only one thing to eat on this island.
One thing to eat. I would bring... what I would bring, okay, I know it's supposed to be one word, but I'm going to give you a couple. I would bring my power bar and hopefully my knowledge of classes I've taken so that I could identify things I could eat on that island.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's not a desert, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. So, let's say you were, the owner of the outdoor school. Who would you hire?
Boy, that's a good question. You know what? I would make if I had to, thinking I could hire a few people. There's a lot of different groups I'd like to see outreach that I don't see taking advantage of outdoor activities. Younger people, older people, and people of color. So I would focus on people that could bring in those three groups.
Okay. Who would you fire?
Boy, that'd be hard. Firing people is never fun. I don't know what someone would have to do to get fired. Something horribly bad, like destroying the environment or something.
All right. So who in the outdoors would you want to have a drink with?
Anybody?
Anybody.
Alex Arnold, the climber, the free solo climber.
It'd have to be a smoothie because he doesn't drink. But.
Yeah. I'm not a big drinker either, so I'll have a smoothie with him.
There you go. All right. Would you rather eat bark or drink unfiltered river water?
Unfiltered river water. Any day of the week. And I'm like old school. Like I said, my father used to take me when I was a kid. We used to just drink right out of the East Branch of the Pemigewasset. No filters, anything.
Nice. You got strong stomach then.
That's right.
Awesome.
But bark if I have to.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
All right.